Hi there, it's Kyla coaching you to the life that you imagine living. And on this episode, I want to build on some concepts that I've been talking about over the last several videos. So a few videos ago, I talked about what do you want to keep that you've learned or that you've added to your life during this time we're in. And then I talked about what's something that you want to shed that you've been doing either before all of this happened or you began doing during this unusual time that you want to shed as we move forward. And then in the very last episode, I talked about what do you want to dream for your future and giving yourself some space to really think about what your life imagine looks like. And so in this episode, I want to talk to you about what do you want to do in your present moment? Unfortunately, our brains are set up to really focus almost exclusively at times on our past or our future. And being in the present moment can be sometimes challenging. I was thinking about a podcast and a book that I love called 10% Happier. And it's written by a man who had a panic attack, unfortunately on national TV, and realized that he really needed to make a change in his life. And so he began looking at how he was spending his brain power and realized that the majority of his thoughts were focused on his past or his future. And he wasn't spending very much of it in the moment. I think that some of this time that we've been given has certainly helped me to be more present in my day-to-day life and to be more cognizant of thoughts that I have and being grateful for kind of a different pace. But I also think about what do I want to focus on in this time? And I always think about meditation as such a great way to bring us back to that current moment. And for me, when I practice meditating, oftentimes my thoughts start to move away into a different area. And I love that with meditation, the goal is simply to bring it back to the moment that you're in. So in this moment that we're in, what do you need right now? Do you need more time to focus on your self-care? Do you need more time to focus on what does your life imagine really include? Do you need more time to focus on your family? Do you need more time to focus on perhaps a hobby and the joy that that hobby brings you? What do you really need in this current moment? And for this week, I just encourage you to think about what would make you 10% happier? What is something that you could do now that would make you 10% happier now? Because I believe as we begin to create that goodness, our cup starts to get fuller. And the fuller our cup is, the more goodness we have to create the life that we really want. So as always, I encourage you to just take a small step toward and think about what would it be like if things were just 10% different? What if you were 10% happier? What would that look like? For me, 10% seems like something I can knock out of the park, something that I can easily take on. And I love that that's the name of his book and that's his approach to meditation. So on the road to your life imagine, just think about this week. What is something that I could add to my present moment? What is something that I'm needing right now that would make my present moment 10% different? As always, here to help you in any way I can. Check out my website, Kyla Martin Consulting, for free resources. And you know I'm cheering you on. Take care.